Hi everyone, I'm Jason Uhill from CAD Concepts here in New Zealand, and on behalf of ourselves and Sofoko in Australia, I'm very pleased to welcome you today to this presentation on traffic collection by CGS Labs. We also have Petra with us today, who is a technical support engineer with CGS Labs. And I'll be handing over to her shortly to run through the presentation on traffic collection. If you have any queries during today's presentation, then please use the questions section on the GoToWebinar panel, and we will do our best to answer it during the session. Okay. So I'll just do a quick introduction of your CGS partners for Australia and New Zealand. Sofoko is the CGS Labs partner for Australia. They're based out of Victoria. The company was started by Damien Harkin 18 years ago as a BricsCAD reseller, and Melissa Fremantle and James Arison joined the company around 7 years ago to provide administration, sales, and technical support. Melissa took on ownership of Sofoko when Damien retired recently, and they've also gone on to become a CGS Labs partner. CAD Concepts, we're also a CGS Labs partner. We're the partner for New Zealand, and we're based out of Auckland. The company, we've also been a BricsCAD reseller for many years, and we've been a partner with CGS Labs since 2016. We have very strong capabilities around CAD setup, customization, and management. And since partnering with CGS Labs, we've enjoyed a lot of support from them in creating and updating local libraries for AutoPath and AutoSign for both New Zealand and Australia. You're more than welcome to contact either of us, Sofoko or CAD Concepts, on any inquiries that you have on the CGS Labs products. I'm going to pass you over now to Petra to begin today's technical presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Just a second. Okay, so thank you, Jason, for this warm introduction. And greetings to the audience from Australia and New Zealand. I hope you are all enjoying a beautiful day. My name is Petra, and I'm a technical support engineer at CGS Labs. I'm absolutely delighted to have you join me in this webinar today. So in this session, we will be covering traffic collections, which is a suite of productivity-oriented BIM-ready programs for site design, site design, traffic signalization design and planning, and vehicles web path analysis. In today's presentation, I will begin by providing a more detailed introduction to what traffic collection is and highlight its advantages, which underscore the value of investing in such a collection. Following that, I will showcase individual products within traffic collection, demonstrating their usage through real-world examples. My goal is to provide you with helpful information so that you can better understand the benefits of our software solutions and how you can make your job easier by using our tools. So now let's start with the basics. As I mentioned, traffic collection is a suite of programs for site design, traffic signalization planning, and vehicles web path analysis. It was created with the idea of combining two of our software products, AutoCAD Ultimate and AutoSign Ultimate, and adding site design tools for creating surfaces and editing polylines. This has made it a unique tool in the market that operates on 3 platforms: Autodesk AutoCAD, Autodesk Civil 3D, and BricsCAD. The primary advantage of such a collection is that it is more cost-effective than purchasing AutoSign and AutoPad individually, and additionally, you can use the site design tools to create surfaces onto which you can project 3D traffic signs and road markings. Moreover, Traffic Collection also offers localized content such as vehicle libraries and traffic signs for Australia and New Zealand based on your technical specifications and standards. Furthermore, Traffic Collections also includes tools for creating 3D BIM models designed for advanced users. First, we will take a look at site design. So site design includes quick site modeling features, earthwork calculations, utility design, and productivity tools to speed up project delivery. It is ideal for rapid conceptual projects, solution testing projects, detailed design, and earthwork projects, including volume calculations, grading, and more. Today, we don't have enough time to go through all the tools, so I will highlight only few functionalities that I think are interesting for you. So the first one is ultra light surface. This command allows us to create a digital terrain model based on points that takes up a very little space, ensuring high performance in drawing, even when working on a large terrain. Then the next tool that greatly simplifies your work and saves you a lot of time is Google Maps Import, with which you can import a raster image and terrain with just a few clicks. So in the program, you run the Google Maps import command and then write down the location. So in our case, Wellington, and then we zoom in to find an appropriate area. Okay, when we find the area, then we can check the box on import raster and new surface and click the plus button to define the surface name. Then we click OK, and after that we click import. It opens a new dialog box where you select the country and coordinate system and confirm by pressing OK. In the drawing, a surface and a raster image will appear, which are precise enough for conceptual projects. Then, besides the Google Maps import, inside Design, you can find another tool that is very similar to these functionalities, namely Export to Google Earth. This tool allows you to export your completed model directly to Google Earth, and then you can create nice visualizations. And in addition to these various tools for importing, exporting, editing surface, and calculating their volume, a site design also offers a wide range of features for editing polylines. In the image, you have an example of how you can easily connect points into a polyline. And afterward, you can open this polyline or any other 3D polylines in the polyline editor and adjust its height. You also have the option to project it onto a surface, and yeah, these are very useful tools that can save you a lot of time. The next program in the traffic collection suite is AutoPad. So AutoPad is a professional software solution for vehicle swept path analysis used by civil engineers, transportation professionals, architects, and urban planners. AutoPad enables the simulation and analysis of vehicle maneuvers, 3D vehicle animations, and more. And with AutoPad, you can also identify potential limitations in the design of garages. Additionally, it is used to simulate the transportation of goods on factory lanes. And furthermore, it enables simulations of aircraft maneuvers to support the design of airport infrastructure. However, there are many software providers on the market today. You may be wondering, why should AutoPad software be your top choice? So the biggest advantage of this software is that it includes several country-specific reference vehicle libraries defined by national guidelines and an extended collection of real vehicles covering aircraft, buses, trucks, trailer for wind turbine transport, cranes, emergency vehicles, and more. All these vehicles are available to you regardless of which version of the program you are using, so professional or ultimate. And in addition, you can also create your own custom vehicle, or you can send us the standard and we can create a vehicle library for you. For each vehicle, you can use the horizontal and vertical analysis feature to simulate vehicle maneuvers and check transportability. You can compare one vehicle's path with another vehicle or with different built objects to create a comparison report. A significant advantage of the program is definitely that all reports are automatically refreshed when we edit the path. But that's not all AutoCAD can do. So last year, we also introduced the option to create 3D vehicle models and the feature of 3D vehicle animation. Now you can generate a 3D animation based on any horizontal swept path analysis. So all 3D models are automatically created even if the vehicle has custom defined values. The fact that the user don't have to manually create a 3D vehicle model gives AutoCAD a significant competitive advantage over other similar programs. So in the first example, we will check the vehicle's transportability within the roundabout. So to create a swept path analysis, we start by selecting a vehicle from the vehicle library. AutoCAD offers various options, including national libraries, special libraries based on manufacturer specifications, intralogistic and airport libraries, as well as a custom vehicle library. Today, we will use a national libraries, and the AutoCAD program is localized for Australia and New Zealand, which means that you can find all vehicles defined in your standards and technical specifications. And then we select the Auckland library and a car from the drop-down menu. And once we choose a vehicle, all its data will be displayed on the right side. Okay, so then you can confirm by clicking the OK. And I will now show you how to perform a horizontal analysis using two different methods. So first, we will demonstrate the Easy Drive method. So after running the Easy Drive command, a dialog box will appear displaying the vehicle selected from the library earlier. You can also modify the vehicle at this stage, but we will keep the current selections, so I will click OK at this point. Next, a new dialog box opens, allowing configuration of parameters such as speed, friction, super elevation, and minimum radius. For now, non-specific parameters will be set, but we will define the vehicle starting point and direction directly on the drawing. Then you can create the path by clicking the mouse to establish points outlining the vehicle's route. And while moving the mouse, you will also see a real-time preview of the vehicle's path. Okay, so this is how we can continue drawing the vehicle's path. And in this Easy Drive dialog box we have on the left, we also have some additional options. So for example, if you want the vehicle to go straight at certain point, you can select straight from the menu, and then after that you can switch back to arc path. And there is also another option called reverse. So you also have an option for reverse driving. And yeah, if you ever find that you haven't defined the correct path, you can undo your actions by clicking the blue arrow in the box, or by using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Z. Okay, and to finish the drawing, you simply click Enter. For this analysis, we can quickly also generate a report. At this point, I will just open two views. And then I will run the steering angle command, choose an existing swap path, and then specify the position where the report should be generated. And if we need to edit the swap path, we can do so by adjusting the grips. For instance, you click on the vehicle axis and the grips will become visible. Next, click on the grip and move it to a different location. The program allows previewing the new path and automatically updates the swap path analysis and also measurements and other reports. So everything is automatically updated when we change the swap path analysis. Another method to perform swap path analysis is the horizontal analysis. So we run the horizontal analysis command, and then we choose the vehicle from the list and select the polyline in the drawing. The swap path analysis is then automatically created based on this polyline. However, there is an important consideration to keep in mind with this method. So AutoCAD allows the creation of horizontal analysis horizontal analysis on any polyline. This means that a horizontal analysis can be created even on a polyline that represents an unrealistic vehicle path. Therefore, after using this command, you must check whether such an analysis is possible. So you will find it easiest to understand if I draw a 2D polyline, for which I already know that it's impossible for the truck to turn at such an angle. So I draw a polyline, then I run the horizontal analysis. Okay. Then I select the vehicle and select the polyline in the drawing, and you can see that analysis is created even if we know that in reality it is not possible. So, however, if we now create a steering angle report for this analysis, you can see a red area which represents that the angle is bigger as possible for this vehicle. And this area is also marked in the layout too. So if I repeat, what is the main difference? So when performing a swap path analysis with Easy Drive, it restricts unrealistic analysis. On the other hand, the horizontal analysis method always generates an analysis, but the report may indicate if it is actually possible. In addition to horizontal analysis, AutoCAD also enables vertical analysis, primarily used for designing garages and ramps. For each of these analyses, you can create 2D or 3D animations and various reports. Besides, AutoCAD has numerous tools available for checking collisions with other elements in the drawing. In addition to using vehicles from libraries, AutoCAD also allows us to create our own vehicles. So let's see how we can customize a vehicle. So we open the vehicle library. And this time we look for the Australian library and we select the road train vehicle to which we will add an additional trailer. To do this, we click on the edit vehicle, enter a new name, and after we enter a new name, we press OK. And a new dialog box opens where we have all the parameters for this vehicle on the right side, which we can also change. Then there are additional settings where you can modify the vehicle's contours, which will be used to generate a 3D preview of the vehicle. So right now you can see a 3D preview of the vehicle inside the drawing. Okay, but now I will close it. Yeah, finally, there is another icon for advanced vehicle definition, where you can adjust the parameters for the front and rear axles. Here, I would like to bring your attention to one more thing. So if you select a trailer, the data for the trailer will be displayed on the right, and the same goes for contours and the preview. So the part of the vehicle that you click on is the one that you are editing. So now let's add one more trailer to this vehicle, and after confirming this trailer by clicking OK, this custom-made vehicle is saved in our library. Okay, and next we will run the horizontal analysis command. Select this vehicle and select a polyline in the drawing. And for this analysis, we will then also create a 3D animation. So even though the vehicle is custom made, we can easily create a 3D animation. And in this 3D animation dialog box, we have commands available for playing the animation. And in addition to that, we also have an option to create a 3D model of the vehicle or its trace on a particular section. So here at this point, I stopped the animation and I created a 3D model of this vehicle. Okay, and yeah, if you maybe want a better view of the model, then you can switch to realistic. And yeah, right now you can see two 3D models of this vehicle. Okay, so now let's take a look at the last program in the traffic collection. So it is AutoSign. AutoSign is a professional software solution for planning traffic signs and road markings in both urban and interurban road infrastructure, redesigning the traffic flow or implementing new practical solutions to any problem that traffic engineers may face. It also provides tools to design details of parking facilities such as delimitation lines, vertical signaling, high control gantries, and more. Besides, it is also used for warehouse traffic design and management, for cycle path networks, ski resort, and others. So the advantage of AutoSign is that it includes an extensive collection of country-specific traffic sign libraries, road markings, traffic lights, and other street furniture elements. Users also have the advanced option to include their own traffic sign blocks into a customized library in AutoSign and employ them in design with the same features that the predefined libraries possess. The biggest competitive advantage over other similar program is definitely the creation of a 3D model. You will see that it only takes one extra click to create a 3D model of traffic signs, road markings, and gantries based on a 2D. Besides, AutoSign also has tools for attaching attributes and IFC export and import, which allows you to collaborate with other experts on demanding BIM projects. We will now look at how the AutoSign program works in practice through 2 examples. In the first example, we will learn how to create a temporary traffic management plan where we will insert traffic signs and cones and then project them onto the surface to obtain a 3D model. So first, we always select the library of traffic signs. So we run the library manager command and choose the New Zealand library. If you don't see the library on this list, you can click download libraries and download it to your computer. So all these libraries that are available are designed according to the standards. Okay, and then we run the traffic sign command. And on the left side, you will see a new dialog box. And if we have an alignment in our drawing, we can select it from the list. Otherwise, we can leave it empty. Then from the list, we select a group, and then we check the box next to the new design because we are planning a new traffic sign. Next, we click on Settings button. Here we define the dimensions of the post and foundation. Since we will insert a regular speed limit sign, these values are fine and we can close this window. Now we just need to select a traffic sign. So in general, AutoSign currently offers 3 different types of traffic signs. So the first type, consists of traffic signs based on national regulations that cannot be edited. Then the second type includes traffic signs based on national standards that can be edited. And the third type comprises custom traffic signs designed by the user. Today, we will be using signs with editable text. So these signs are identifiable by the suffix temp in their name. So we select a traffic sign and then define its position in the layout. Okay, so we click in the layout, define the position of the traffic sign, define the angle, and once the position is defined, then the traffic sign editor allows you to customize the text, edit the content and properties, and specify the text position within the sign. In this step, you can also modify colors or any other aspects of the sign if needed. And when you have finished customizing, you click on Save Block button to insert the customized sign into the layout. At this point, AutoSign takes you back to the layout where the 2D traffic sign already includes all the changes. However, in this case, as we are planning a road closure, we want to place 2 traffic signs on a single post. So we will achieve this by first drawing an additional traffic sign in the drawing and then transferring it to the existing one. So first, let's insert the second traffic sign. The location of that traffic sign is not important because we will delete it later. So we set a new speed limit, then we change it, so we move it to the middle. And after we finished, we click Save Block. And then let's insert, then this second traffic sign is inserted in the drawing. And now we can run the edit command and click on the first traffic sign, then use add from drawing icon to add the second traffic sign. And if we click OK, 2 traffic signs are now present on the post, positioned one above the another. However, because we want the second traffic sign to be rotated 180 degrees, we click Edit once again. and then adjust the rotation. So we do this by checking the rotation of the first line, then adding 3.14 to the second one, since that is the value in radians. Okay, so now we have a traffic sign in 2D, and now we run the draw 3D signs and markings command. And if we now move to the 3D view, you will see that the traffic sign is automatically created as a 3D model. So basically, with one click, we transform a 2D traffic sign into a 3D. Then a very important aspect of the temporary traffic management plan is the design of cones. This task is made straightforward with the AutoSign program. So, okay, if we go back to the layout now, and we can also close this box, and we can activate the cones command. Okay, then we select a cone type from the drop-down menu, and next in the drawing we choose a 2D polyline along which the elements will be drawn, and then specify the interval. Afterwards, we click on additional settings, select the surface, and click project elements. Okay, so now you can see that cones are created, and if we move in 3D, you can see that they are also created as a 3D models. And specifically in this model, I also added traffic lights. And yeah, through this example, you can see that working with the AutoCAD program is very straightforward. And in just a few minutes, you can create a really beautiful 3D model of road closure. And you can then show this model maybe to the client and to the wider public, making it easier for them to visualize how certain solutions look in reality. And now let's see how we can use AutoSign program for parking lot design with the help of different tools for creating road markings. We will now complete this drawing. And since we have the surface of this parking lot in the drawing, we will project all the road markings onto it, and then at the end obtain a beautiful 3D model. So first, in the library manager, we select the library for New Zealand. So I click the library manager command, and then the icon next to the road markings, and I select the New Zealand library, click OK, and once again. Okay, then I run the parking design command and specify the dimensions of parking spaces, and click straight line and define the location of the first parking space. You can see that preview of parking spaces appears in the drawing. So with the mouse, you define then the second point, and then you specify the size of parking spaces. So if you move the mouse more to the left, only parking spaces on the left will be drawn. If you move to the right, only on the right. And if you click somewhere in the middle, parking spaces will be drawn on both sides. And when you want to draw new parking spaces, you simply click the straight line icon again, and then specify the location of parking spaces in the drawing. And you also have the option for curved line. And when you're drawing parking spaces in a curve. So in this case, you need to specify an additional parameter, so the arc bulge. Yeah, but okay, because we don't want these curved parking spaces in the drawing today, we can simply select them and delete. Okay, and now let's draw some wider parking spaces with yellow lines. So in the dimensions section, change the width and then click settings to change the line marking type. We will only change the color, but you can also change other parameters. Okay, then you click straight line once again and you draw those yellow parking spaces. Then the next tool we will use is line marking. So you run the command and then select a polyline in the drawing along which you want to draw road markings. From the drop-down menu, you choose the line type and then define other parameters. In our case, we will change the color and click OK, and the line marking will be drawn. If you want to edit it, you can simply click Edit, select it, for example, and change the color of the marking. Then the next road marking we will draw is a pedestrian crossing. So run the cross marking command and then you choose pedestrian crossing from the list. The dialog box also displays a sketch of the sketch that shows you the sequence of points you need to specify in the drawing. So you define those 4 points directly in the drawing, and based on them, this pedestrian crossing will be created. Okay, and then the next functionality is Ghost Island. So you run the command and first select the boundary. So this is the yellow polyline, will be the boundary. And then you define the direction by defining 2 points in the drawing. In the lower part of the dialog, you set some other parameters such as spacing and width. And after you click OK, you will see new markings that are drawn inside this yellow frame. And okay, one more tool is coloring, which allows you to color some certain areas in the drawing. So I selected here closed polyline, I changed the color, and then the hatch was drawn based on the input data. Okay, and finally we have the other marking tool, and this opens a library of all markings based on the library you have selected in the library manager, which in our case is New Zealand. And in this list, I select one marking, for example, and then place it somewhere in the drawing. And now when we have drawn all road markings, we can also create a report. So at the top, you select the report type, and below you specify table settings. And then you define the insertion point for this table in the drawing. And when you zoom in, you will see that the table displays line type, marking sketch, dimensions, color, amount, area, and some additional comments if you have any. And additionally, this table can also be generated in the Excel file. So if we go back to the layout, we can now use AutoCAD to perform swap path analysis. So I drive this. I run the easy drive command, and I perform a swap path analysis for one car. Okay. And and this is the way how I can check if the car can park in a specific parking place. And if you want, you can also create 2D or 3D animation of these vehicles. So I think that this is the proof that you can easily combine both software solutions if you have this traffic collection package. And now let's explore one of the best features of the AutoSign software. So this is the easy creation of a 3D model. So I switch to a 3D view, and you can see that we have a 3D model of a shopping center and the parking lot surface. And I will also hide the raster image, so you will see the model better. And if I go now back to the AutoSign software, and if I draw those, and if I run draw 3D signs and marking command, you can project those road markings on the surface. And you have also some additional settings where you can set the thickness of the road marking and the segmentation step size, which defines how accurately the road markings will be drawn in a curve. Okay, so once I confirm parameters, the AutoSign creates 3D models of all the markings in the drawing. And I think that creating 3D models in AutoSign program is really straightforward, and you can achieve wonderful results very quickly. So you can see I created those 2D road markings very quickly, and then basically with one click I transform them from 2D to 3D. So we have reached the end of the webinar. I hope that you have gained a good understanding of what traffic collection is and how you can use it in real projects. At this point, I would like to invite you to connect with us on social networks, where you can also access many free training sessions and tutorials. So thank you for your attention, and now I will hand the floor back to Jason.
Thank you, Petra. So we'll just take a moment now just to see if there are any questions from anyone. I'm not sure whether you see them, anything coming through, Petra? Maybe.
No, I don't see any questions, but okay. Maybe even if somebody has anything, they can send us an email otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can either contact CGS Labs, Sofoko, or CAD Concepts for any queries that you have about today. So I'd like to thank everyone, obviously, for attending today, and for anyone wanting more information on traffic collection or to request a trial, please just head over to the CGS Labs website and look for traffic collection there. You're also obviously welcome to get hold of CAD Concepts in New Zealand or Sofoko in Australia for details. And just one last thing before we finish. For everyone that's registered to attend today's session, CGS Labs are offering a 15% discount on new license purchases of traffic collection, or for anyone that's upgrading or wanting to look at upgrading from an existing license of AutoPath or AutoSign. So that's for perpetual or subscription licenses. The discount for perpetual licenses doesn't apply to maintenance. And yes, the discount runs for the next 30 days, so it ends on the 14th of October. So thank you again for attending today's webinar. On behalf of CGS Labs, Sofoko and CAD Concepts, we hope you have a great rest of the day. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and goodbye.